Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights. All right, we're back, and it's that time again. Deuce Luke is on the set. This is our program about autism to show that there are no road bumps in this journey of life. You just got to want to do it. So right now, the Deuce is loose. All right, we are back. The Deuce is loose, show number 38. And Deuce Luke is on the set. How you doing, Deuce?
I am doing great.
Now keep this camera on Deuce because I'm going to ask him a question because it was his birthday. We showed that on Facebook. And did you have a good party? Your mom and dad take you somewhere to eat?
Yeah, we did. We did have those to eat actually, and I invited my buddy Cole and his parents,
All right.
along with his brother and his brother's girlfriend.
All right, now let me ask you something. I understand you might have had a glass of wine for the first time in your life.
Yeah, I had a little white wine with a smidge of pina colada.
All right.
And it did not sit well with me.
Did you sleep late the next morning?
I did.
How late?
It was late, like really late. I couldn't even wake up.
Really?
Even
you were down for the count.
Even if I was trying to go for a can with my buddies, my best friends, my amigos, the monster trio as I call them.
Yeah, okay.
I was weak. My bones were not working right. I was sleepy.
What'd you learn from that?
I've learned that no amount that sometimes television could be right in a number of ways.
Yeah, all right. So look, I told you a few weeks ago, I'm going to do it on today's show.
Okay.
You're not expecting this. Remember I told you that you asked me the other day, hey, when can I do a show by myself?
Okay.
How about if I turn the reins to you right now? We're going to keep the camera on you for the rest of the show. I'm going to just sit here for security. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to be your show. I'm not going to say another word the whole show. You're going to watch the clock. You know when to go to the breaks and all that, right?
Of course it is.
All right. So you're going to be looking at that camera that Jason's going to put you on a close-up, and you can work your computers when you want to. Right. And guess what? I'm going to hand all these questions to you. Oh. And if you want to answer them in your own words, there you go.
Thank you so much.
This is your shot. You've been asking for it, and I'm going to give it to you. You ready to go?
Yep, we are. And I'll tell you what game we're going to be playing. We're playing not just one. We're playing Jurassic World Evolution.
All right, so 2. I am done here. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to sit like this in my chair and enjoy the show. Jay, go to Deuce on a close-up. Deuce, it's your show.
All right. It's your campaign and Jurassic World Evolution 2. Well, we go over here to the camera and we see there is a campaign. There's a story right here. There's also another story, which is called Chaos Theory, which will provide what-if scenarios if you will be in these scenarios. Like, for example, in the first Jurassic Park, you could be in the hand of your own park. And Jurassic Park San Diego, Site B, Dominion, is Return to Isla Nublar and Jurassic World. And all these can be in the palm of your hands. And we'll be starting off with just this Jurassic Park. My own Jurassic Park. Where, oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. I have a save file saved. I might be losing my mind a little bit. Okay. That's the campaign. We're going to Deuce's Jurassic 1985, which I know it's a bit, the timestamp may be a little bit wrong a little bit, but we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot. And we are heading to the Jurassic Park. As you can see, we are going to be expecting some interesting fossils, like the Triceratops. Now this is our timer of when the fossils are going to be released. Well, not being released, extracted. And we got Paleo Medical Facility, which is a new feature in Jurassic Park. And they'll have fuel consumeration, and there's also like there's also right here we can see there's food and fuel for the carnivores, which we have right over here. And you want to know what carnivores we have? Oh, believe me, it's gonna be surprising you. Velociraptors. Yes, we have velociraptors in this park. I know it's gonna be crazy when we have velociraptors, but we actually managed to have a capture team whenever they're gonna be on running rampant. And oh, I almost didn't see that. The new Triceratops is ready, and we just need to synthesize, incubate, and release the fallen dinosaur Triceratops and ensure a safety enclosure. Sorry about that. We had old friend of ours, Dr. Henry Wu, discuss of our new facility. We're just gonna place some fences along there. Alrighty, looking pretty snazzy if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, it's looking very snazzy. And done. Uh-oh. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. But however, once we fix it up, we'll be going back in it. But however, is my driving getting better? Yes. Yes, it has. And I've been working on my driving ever since the old days whenever there's Mario Kart. But that's just the point. That is just the point of it. We just had to keep on going and pivot. We just had to pivot along. Now, am I still a big shot in dinosaur business? Yes, I can say so myself. And once I get to dinosaur business, it's like a functioning campaign where you just pivot and try to see what dinosaurs you can make and rescue and all that stuff. And it just gives you a lot of opportunities that you need to keep going. Alright, so we're going to be coming up on a little break right now, but we'll be right back.
Weights and Downer. You or someone you know has lost the ability to earn a living because someone put the company interests before their well-being. In times like these, there's one firm who has handled hundreds of catastrophic and lost earning cases. Before you settle fast with a company's attorney, give Weights and Downer a call. 985-876-0870. Weights and Downer. Let us fight for your rights.
Alright, so we had a little bit of a minor difficulties here for a second, but Mr. Martin told me that we could just have to pivot. That's what we do in life, is pivots are mistakes. And when there's a mistake, we just have to pivot it. Not taking it, avoiding it, just fix it in a way. Mm-hmm. And so we're not gonna do not doing the game right. Oh, we are doing the game, my bad. I just didn't catch that for a second. So we're gonna make some fences along here, 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 and right here. Press play. Hopefully it'll work. You can see that there's no power right now. That's because we're getting the electrified steel fences up and running. Oh, sorry. So once we get the electrified steel fence running, we'll be able to do some stuff. But if we go over here, which is pretty impressive, we got a science sensor. Now, this science center can introduce us to a whole number of things. Like, for example, we can view our fossils. As you can see here, we got a few fossils. We can actually now for the first time, we can now hire scientists. As you can see right here, which is one of the scientists. We can actually recruit new scientists, see their skill levels. Like right here, this is their logistics, their genetics, and their welfare. And it's pretty amazing because, and it does cost them per minute. There will be costs. And you can train them, you can give them some rest, and you get to view their opinions. And we can also research some stuff. And we research about small herbivores. For example, the Dryosaurus, the Gallimimus, and I can't pronounce it myself. Even you can pronounce it, that'll be fine because I can't do it right now. But our first one is the Struthiomimus. And if you must know, there are some additions to the dinosaurs. What kind of additions you ask? Well, we got some flying dinosaurs like the, what's it called again? The pterodactyl. Now that one's a pretty flying beast if I do say so myself. And the ocean, the marine sort of dinosaurs like the Mosasaurus and the Megalodon, which you can actually get from I believe you can get it from a DLC, maybe. And let's see, do you have to worry about dino sickness? Yes, you do. It's a common thing when you have to worry about dino sickness. And we can research some interesting medicines like IV poisoning and E. coli stuff. And there's also different types of enclosures we can give them as well. Like for example, heavy fences, if you need something like that. Large electrified steel fences, and a lot more stuff. And we also can't forget, we need to please our guests. And our guests will be pleased once we have a few things, like a hotel, a wide path, some core guest buildings, and all of the good stuff. And some attractions as well. Now, attractions are interesting, of course, but they can be beneficial. Like, for example, tour rides. Those could be very cool. Once you have an herbivore for a tour ride, you can then explore and you get to know about the different herbivores. Like, you can know how fast to shoot the Gallimimus flocks, like a bird. And it's all pretty impressive. And zip lines, now those could be pretty fun if you're one for the thrills. But I wouldn't advise zip lining through the rafters because they all might, calculate your things. But in any case, it's all pretty fascinating. And there are aquatic and aerial dinosaurs that you can keep in your park. And if I'm not mistaken, we can get I believe we had. There is somewhere we can probably find a pterodactyl nest, aerial nest probably. But we don't have it right now because this is the 1983 Jurassic Park, not the way before, like in the Jurassic Park number 3 of movies. As we see, they have a pterodactyl in there or some other form of flying dinosaur. So we're gonna make a new generator so we can power up the fence, and then we're gonna make a gate right over here, and then we can maybe, if we're lucky, we can possibly make a hatchery. Now hatcheries have been updated to the most prestige, I believe, and you can see how the animation just moves so crispy, like, although we're on low graphics. Because, however, I can tell you this, I'm on a new computer, so things are still getting adjusted to, but we pivot. That's a new word for today, pivot. And our looks like our hatchery is getting in order. And we can now show you the difference of evolution. Let's see. Oh, our Triceratops is ready. And we can actually see our scientists. Let's see. Let's get you up there. And you. There we go. It shouldn't take too long. And let's give them some more room because it feels like they're gonna be very, very enclosed off. So, yeah. Let's get some water in here. That way we can just give them some nice nutrients and health. Put it right here. Put this right there, there. And we got our first look. And the gates don't really they don't really apply first. They have to be built, as you can see, form along these lines. Now that it's very impressive in my eyes. Now, oh, looks like our genetics are here. So we're gonna select our eggs. So we had to cut to a break, and sorry for the wait, but we'll be right back.
Jack Bay down to Point Ocean, Thibodeau to Grand Caillou, HTV's part of you. Bayou Black down through Dulac, Southland Mall to City Hall, we'll bring the news to you. Raceland, St. Charles, Bayou Blue, Morgan City and Assumption too, where sugar cane is grown. So much to see on HTV. Stick with us 'cause we're your home.
All right, everyone, welcome back. And Ms. Martin, thank you for letting me do it for the first time. I really appreciate me doing it for the first time. And if there's any critique if you want to critique me on, then please, I would like to hear your thoughts.
All right, I was just going to sit and watch you do it, but since you're asking, I've been watching you. And what'd you learn from doing that on your own?
It can be challenging.
Okay, I'm glad you learned that because a lot of times in life, let me tell you a little lesson here. One time my sister, Myrna, we were talking. I have 3 siblings that are teachers. So they were talking about teaching. And of course, I wasn't a teacher. Went to college for journalism, but I made a quip at the table. I said, well, how hard can teaching be? And they all looked at me and said, well, Myrna said, if you want to come teach my class one day at South Terrebonne, I'll be glad to arrange it. And I said, well, arrange it. So she did. She introduced me to the class, and I started teaching the class. It was challenging. The word you just used, it was challenging. So what it taught me is that sometimes when you get out of your comfort zone, you have to adjust or pivot and do some things. And I saw you got caught in a couple of things. Your computer went out, but you learned from me that when something goes wrong on the set, just pivot and do something else. So you started working on something else. Now your transitions can be a little smoother, but this is the first time you did it. So we're not going to give you a C or a D. And I'm not going to give you an A. I'm going to give you a B, which is not bad.
A B. Yeah, a little B's.
Not bad for your first time. So what you got to shoot for now is what?
Smooth the transitions.
And just talking more fluently and talking a little slower where they can understand you, and talk smooth in your transitions, and you're going to have it down.
Okay.
And then that way, when you get to college, you're going to be able to pivot because not everything's going to go right. That's life, isn't it?
It's life.
That's life.
It's life. And can I just say something before we wrap?
Sure. Go ahead.
I have a struggle whenever it comes to my speech. I always talk fast, and I don't know if I am or not. I will slur my words, or it will get so fast that no one will understand me. But there are some people who can't understand me, and I'm lucky to have those people.
And I'm better at understanding you now that we've done 38 shows together. In the beginning, I was struggling a little bit, but and what do I always tell you when I'm having trouble? For you to slow down, take a deep breath. And you've done, at times you do a pretty good job of that. And then sometimes you forget and you go back to your reset button, just like your computer.
The reset.
So just remember that, especially people you meet for the first time, they want to understand you. So just maybe slow it down a little bit. But you've had a lot of training in that arena, and your mom and dad are good with that. And people by nature normally are patient. And if somebody is that impatient where they can't give you a little time, well, maybe you don't need them in your life anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let you close out the last 4 minutes and let you go from there. But hey, a B's not bad for your first time, right?
No.
So we're shooting for an A now, right?
Shooting for an A.
We don't have to have it today, but we'll shoot for it next time. You don't know when I'm going to do this to you again, but I'm going to give you another crack.
Right.
All right?
Cool.
So I'm going to let you close the show out.
All right.
Okay?
So, how long have I been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Well, that's a good question. I started a while ago, but never really finished. But nowadays, I'm seeing more of it, and I'm getting interested. So it is a little process, but then again, it's my favorite process because it's an anime, of course. Now, what episode am I on One Piece? That's honestly a good question. I am on episode, I believe, 705. Now that I took a lot of work into that. Yep. And why do I like One Piece? Why I like it? Because it's a feel-good show. It will make you feel good. It has that good energy. It's a bit of a teen episode, yes, but it makes you feel good. It makes you happy. Makes you want to live life. Like, it has good moments, it has bad moments, but it's just how life works, right? And when did I get an anime? I believe whenever I was in about my middle school year, I got into anime by watching Pokemon. That's what I think. And why do I want to make a superhero saga? Well, that's just a matter of fact. I've been wanting to make a superhero saga ever since I was a little kid. I wanted to leave behind something so I can then show the world that I can do things no one else can. But I also want to leave behind a legacy, a real, true balanced story of this person who started from nothing but came to something. And I want to leave this message by leaving off with a good have a good day and a great day, but not to mention have a wonderful day.
All right. So you see how you close that out? That was pretty good. You're speaking from the heart, and you're talking about, I could tell your whole life, you challenge. You want to show the world that even though you have autism, that you're going to strive and strive and strive and strive and be successful. Remember the first time you came on this show?
I was nervous. As a little bug.
Yeah, you were nervous. You were nervous, but guess what? First time I ever went live on TV.
You were nervous?
Absolutely. Johnny Carson, who was a big talk show host, said he was nervous before every show. Wow. Nervousness is not a bad idea. It's not a bad trait to have.
Not a bad feeling.
Yeah, because it motivates you, gets you going, it keeps you on top of your game. And I've become comfortable here doing things, you would eventually become comfortable, just like I'm sure you're nervous about college.
I
I was nervous as could be my first day of college. But guess what? It got easier.
Of course.
And everything gets easier as you go through it. So once again, you did pretty good. And I'm not going to give you the A yet because I'm going to make you earn it. You know me. I'm going to make you earn it. But you did pretty good.
I'll work hard on it.
I know you will. And that's why I got faith in you. And so when we do it again, you're going to be ready because now you know what it's all about.
Yes.
Okay?
All right.
All right, take us to the final break, Deuce.
All right. I hope everyone had a great time today and a good lesson and also a good time with the game, hopefully, even though it's a bit broken. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.
In a world of silence, there's a different kind of language, autism, a unique puzzle that brings its own beautiful picture. Where others see a blank canvas, they see boundless creativity. Each day, they awaken with purpose and determination. Their minds are a vast universe, exploring countless subjects with passion. Deuce Luke said it best when he said,
Autism is not a disability. It's a different ability.
just like a seed becomes a magnificent tree, they too blossom into something extraordinary. Embrace the beauty of their world. Learn more about autism. Visit Understand Autism for more information. That's www.understandautism.org. You can also find help by calling 800-3-AUTISM. That's 1-800-328-8476. Thank you for watching The Deuce is Loose here on HTV 10.
Shackbait down to Point Ocean, Thibodeau to Grand Caillou, HTV's part of you. Bayou Black down through Dulac, Southland Mall to City Hall, we'll bring the news to you. Raceland, St. Charles, Bayou Blue, Morgan City and Assumption too, where sugar cane is grown. So much to see on HTV. Stick with us 'cause we're your